first head. She jumped over the fence. Now that's surprising. That is surprising. Guys, we let the puppies get some sun because they have a capacity to learn. Look at this dog. She's hard-headed. Cha-Cha is what you call a very independent thinker. No. And the one thing I'm continuing to get is, hey, how do I manage my dog's behavior? Behavior literally comes from your behavior. When you don't care, your dog doesn't care. You ever think about that? Your mama said such and such, you be like, my mama said I can't do that, because she cares about that. Therefore, the effect of your poor choices and getting an elbow to your head is based on what she cares about. The dogs either come from a bulldog or they're rooted in terrier. Bulldogs are often submissive. Terriers, which I breed closer to, they're more driven. Because we do so much work in confidence, we have to control their confidence. But we get our dogs to do what we want them to do because I care how they act in public. Like your mama, your daddy, or your grandparents cared about your actions when in public as far as representation is concerned. How you represent yourself is often very clear in my head when I see your dog. Your dog acting crazy, jump on people, such and such, you go, you need to get control of that dog. But I keep getting questions about behavior. How do I get my dog to not pull on the leash? How do I get my dog to follow my instruction? How do I get my dog to listen? Your dog, again, I repeat, like when you were a kid, cares about what you care about. That's it, that's all. And when you don't care, it's evident in your dog's behavior. Just like when you see a badass kid who don't want to listen, you go, whew. Black folks be like, but that baby tripping. That kid tripping. We see the other kids, I won't say their names, the clear people's kids, talking to their parents crazy. And you like this, boy, my mama hit me and throw my dad a karate chop. I wouldn't even went home if I said some of them things. So they be like, wait till we get home. Nah, I ain't going home tonight. One time I had did something bad, and my grandmother called me and told me don't come home. She said, if you come home now, your dad's gonna kill you. I said, say less. I ain't going home because it just ain't worth it. But when you think about dog behavior, how much time do you practice talking to your dog? How much time did your parents talk to you? How many times a day do you have to, even over the course of your life, how many times have you called your mom or your dad to check in on them? How many times do you go and visit your parents? How much time do you spend going to work every day? These dogs, unfortunately, are a job. They were domesticated for our overall well-being so that we could perform better. I was thinking, we're hunting. Guess what? I need a dog to help me hunt. We want to protect our land. The Tibetan Mastiff alone, the Tibetan Mastiff is named in chained dog. So it normally sleeps through the day, stays up at night, and barks to keep predators away. Herding dogs herd. The pit bull, it's a protective dog, but also was bred objectively to fight. That's just the truth. And the pit bull, why is the conversation always pit bull still? Because no matter who you are, if you've got a pit bull, you feel safe. That's the truth. So yeah, it's a dog that mauls people, so they say. It gets after people, so they say. It'll harm you, it'll turn on you, so they say. But it's also the dog that makes you feel safe. So when you're asking me about behavior, just like a kid, the dogs eventually get used to it. You sit down and relax. They've been back here. I'll let them get this out of their system. They don't know a lot of commands. Eventually, they'll relax for a moment and act like I'm not here. And if you want to use them as distraction, you say, I'm going to take one on the other side of the fence. Unfortunately, these dogs can jump the fence and start working with the dogs so I can better them. But realistically, one at a time so that I can ensure that our line of communication is clear. I don't want the dogs to be distracted. Oh, this is my homie calling. Look, guys, stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. And that was the homie calling. He needs some help shooting some stuff. Now, these dogs are needy of objectively because they don't get to see me enough. One of the other rules is that we don't touch each other's dogs unless it's time. So there might be a time to pet them, but realistically, for the first 6 months or so, nobody feeds or deals with my dog, unfortunately, unless I'm out of town. But you see now, for the most part, they're calm. And again, they want me to love them. I pick them up, I put them on my back, I carry them everywhere. They like big old babies. But just like a person who sees you enough, they're like, okay, he's over here now. We're good. Because Joker's here. Guys, do not let your dog develop an independency. The minute your dog no longer needs you, it becomes a problem for you to manage that dog long term. It is not about the first year of your dog's life. It is about the 10th year of your dog's life. And everybody's rushing, trying to get the perfect dog. The perfect dog ain't how it looks, it's how it makes you feel. The value it adds to your life. The worth that it brings to your world. And this right here is a place of peace. I love quiet. I love silence. I love being with the dogs because I'm better with the dogs. Stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. And as always, thank you for watching. And remember, behavior is based in your behavior. It's very that simple. It's really that simple.